Hi guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing kind of like a little sit down, get ready with me / sharing all of my favorite makeup tips that I think would work really well for East Asian features. Of course, if you are not East Asian, you definitely can apply a lot of these tips. Like example, I'm gonna go into kind of like my almond eye shape, and I know that even though it's common amongst East Asian women and men, it also is common among a lot of other different faces. Even though I'm talking about a lot of beauty techniques that really kind of specifically pertain to East Asian features, I think that like a lot of these are pretty universal, but I'm going to be focusing on obviously a lot of the, I guess, Asian features I have on my face. I thought it would be really fun to do this because I've never done like a little beauty tip video before, and I don't do a lot of makeup content, but you guys keep on asking me about it, so I thought that this would be super fun. But with that being said, I am so excited to be partnering up with my friends at L'Oreal Paris. I'm actually gonna be showing you guys how to use their unlimited mascara today, and a few like fun things that I've kind of like learned from using this and how I use it on my super straight Asian lashes, and as well as like a few other tips. So thank you again for L'Oreal Paris for sponsoring this video. You are going to be hearing a lot about this really neat little product that I've been using lately. With that being said, let's just get started. I am wearing absolutely no makeup. Okay, so now that I've completely zoomed in, we're gonna start with Asian makeup tip number 1. And this applies to absolutely everybody. It's not like specifically for Asian girls, but I find, and I know that like my mom has like a lot of hyperpigmentation, as well as like a lot of people in my family. A lot of Asian women and men are super prone to hyperpigmentation, which just means you can get a lot of dark spots on your face when you are like in the sun a lot and stuff like that. And one thing I noticed a lot in like especially Korean beauty techniques and like just their secrets and how they stay looking so youthful and like beautiful is that they stay out of the sun. I like love the sun, but I am such a sunscreen fanatic because I just do not want to get burnt. This is actually the one I use on my face. It is the Supergoop SPF 50. I put this on my face every single day, every single time I'm going out into a sunny environment. I wear a hat, I like do the whole shebang. But one thing I really like about this is that it doesn't leave it super oily or anything, and I just like love this. I don't know where to get it in Canada. I know it's like available in the States, and I'm gonna have to go definitely and pick some up next time. Another way I prep my face, this obviously is a universal trick as well, but it's using these little face razors, and these are like the twinkle razors that everyone talks about here on YouTube about how you can get like a flawless makeup application if you just kind of scrape off like your peach fuzz and stuff like that. And before I used these, I was actually waxing my eyebrows and waxing my upper lip. And what I noticed is that because I'm a little bit more prone to hyperpigmentation, like my lip here is just slightly dark, and I feel like that is a result of waxing so often. One thing I noticed, because I have very sparse brows, which we'll get into a little bit later, as well as like not a lot of like facial hair, that I can get away with just using this. I have not done my eyebrows in 2 years. I literally just clean them up with this little razor. So let's just get started. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in Grapefruit. And one thing about using K-beauty products like Laneige, because they originally started in Korea and were meant for like a Korean audience, or like an Asian audience in general, I find that they really work well with my skin. The beauty products from like Korean and even Chinese beauty companies have just like, they're a lot more catered to like an Asian audience, so I just feel like incorporating those a little bit into your routine, it may work more for you. I love Laneige. And then the next thing I'm going to do, apply my concealer. I know if you have sparse eyebrows like me, who have like a similar hair color to mine, which is basically just black, you would think because you have black eyebrows, you would need to get a black eyebrow pencil, which is so not true. You need a dark brown or even a light brown if your hair is a little bit lighter than mine on the top. And I use Anastasia dark brown. That's what I found really hard to shape my eyebrows, because I find that a lot of people just assume that everyone's eyebrow hairs go up, but mine actually go down. Now that I have like a little bit of it filled in, I'm just gonna go with the other side of my brow wiz, and we're gonna take this and just brush up. Even the hairs that go down, I'm brushing up. This brow gel also helps fluff them up, and using like a thicker brow gel like this that's tinted, I find is a lot more helpful than doing a clear one, because It just makes my brows look so feathery. And that is how I do my brows. I love using a muddy bronzer. I find that my skin tone pulls very olive and very orange, so using a muddy bronzer kind of like doesn't make it look as red. And this is like the darkest one because guys, I'm pretty dark. And we are going to just contour. If you have high set cheekbones like I do, this doesn't take a lot. I just do a little bit right here. I think that makes a big difference. And because a lot of like Asian girls or girls who have similar faces to me already have really high cheekbones, you don't need to carve all the way down here. Like when you smile, like your cheeks are already pretty like, so I really like to focus most of the product up here and just kind of fading it down there. And now we're gonna do the nose contour. I feel like a lot of like how to contour your nose isn't so much for like wider set flat noses. It's so much for like girls who have like a little bump on their nose or girls who are trying to slim out their nose. The thing is, for me, like a lot of those techniques don't necessarily apply. So, and also I really want it to be natural. I really don't want like that 2 lines right there. I'm like pretty tan right now, which is why I like using this. And then I like just going slightly, tapping it right on the side right here. And because I have 0 nose tip, I don't go at the bottom here. And I like kind of like I like kind of bringing a little bit more projection to my nose. And one way I do that is I take the like contour and I try to make like a line right there. So if you guys can see here, the way I've contoured my nose, it's gonna make it look like I have a little bit more projection than I do. And don't forget to bring the contour a little bit down your nose bridge like this. I actually like, honestly, growing up, I really didn't like my nose. I hated that it was so like kind of squishy and like not very defined. But the older I get, the more I like it. We're gonna start with this. This is like the level 1 highlight. It is Nude Sticks in Hey Honey. And I'm gonna take a little bit on my finger. And we're just gonna put it right down my nose, the bridge of my nose. But we're gonna avoid the part we put the line. And then we're gonna put the tip just right about there. So next guys, I wanna show you guys where I apply my blush because I know a lot of you probably wouldn't know where to apply it. And I'm gonna use NARS Orgasm today. Put it on the top of this brush and then just focus it on the center of your cheek. I don't want to add any extra like cutting here. I think that this looks a lot more youthful and glowy. So if you have bigger cheeks like me, I feel like putting it on the center just always looks so pretty. And just running it a little over your nose so it looks like you're sunburned, but you're not because you wore your SPF. And we're just gonna go in with one of these little like kind of amber colors. Go with my go with my ring finger again, which I wiped off with a makeup wipe. And we're just gonna... So next we are going in with a liquid liner. And I always find that liquid liners just work better for my eyelids. I have that kind of eyelid that just swallows liner. Have you seen those videos where the girl has like so much eyeliner on and then opens her eyes and it looks like there's nothing? I've always had that, like, that's always been me. So I'm gonna go in with this eyeliner. This is by Guerlain, and I will show you what I mean. And let me know if anyone has the same issue. So let's go here. Okay, so see how I have like quite a decent amount of eyeliner on? If I open my eyes, where did it all go? I'm gonna show you guys how I do my liner that it actually will show and look like I'm wearing liquid liner. And we're gonna do a wing today. So I like to actually start by lining my eyelid really, really thin. And then I just like using like the tip of the brush to guide. I don't look right at like, sorry, the mirror like this because my eyelids, I can't even see like all of my eyelid unless I look down. And this just helps it dry a little bit better. Now that this is dry, if you notice my eyes are like this, it's because you're gonna wanna take this and you're gonna wanna take something and you're gonna wanna just fan some air onto it. So what I like to do is like basically outline it, so as you guys can see, and then we're gonna fill it in. I like to go the extra mile, and this is also something I've noticed, is that when you kind of soften your eyeliner with a shadow on an almond-shaped eye, it just looks so freaking pretty. I'm gonna take a little eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go into like a dark, like chocolate brown, and this helps it look not as severe too. And And this helps define your eyelid, it helps define your eyeliner, and also make it look a little bit less severe. Now we're gonna move on to the mascara, which I'm so excited to show you guys. So first thing first, this is my secret trick. It is a heated eyelash curler. And I picked this up in Asia. I'm gonna let it heat up for a little bit, but trust me, it's not that scary, guys. I like to basically use this in conjunction with my regular eyelash curler, and it really helps me kind of like set the curl before I go in with a lengthening and lifting mascara like the one I am using today. So this is the Unlimited Mascara by L'Oreal Paris. One thing that's great about this is that the wand is bendy, and I've like never used one till pretty much like I've used this mascara. And one thing I love about it is that you use it straight, but then when you want a little bit of lift, you can tilt it and then just like lift the lashes. So I'm gonna show you guys how I use it after I curl my lashes. Feel this heating up. So we're gonna keep this right here, and we're going to go in with my regular eyelash curler. So I like to do this. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take the heated eyelash curler, and we're gonna just run it through really gently. And it's literally so warm. I could put this on my skin and it's not gonna burn me. So anyone who's afraid of using a heated eyelash curler, just try to find one that will have low heat. I know like using waterproof mascara is like a really good trick to holding your curl, but I find that if I set it with like a heated eyelash curler, it definitely like helps. And I don't like the process of taking off waterproof mascara at the end of the night because I already have so little eyelashes anyway. I don't want to like put that much more tension on them when I have to remove my makeup. So we're gonna go with this mascara and just let it run through the lashes once. This is the best time I've ever done this. So wow, guys, you see that? This stuff is no joke. And now we're gonna tilt the wand. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna just open it, kind of remove the excess product at the edge because we don't want clumpy lashes. And we are going to go in again and we're gonna lift. So one way I like doing this is like kind of swishing it back and forth. I know L'Oreal Paris is really known for a lot of their mascaras, like telescopic. Guys, this is like the real deal. I really like the way this looks, and it really makes me look like I am wearing like individuals or something. I really like this. This is available at anywhere you can pick up L'Oreal Paris. I'm gonna link it in the description box below. And the great thing about this is it's drugstore, so it's a lot more affordable than a lot of high-end mascaras out there. And we're gonna move on to my highlight. And the fan brush just makes the biggest difference. So I'm gonna use Glossier's Generation G, and it's just a very like kind of plum color. And I like to do this thing where you put it in the center of your lips and blot. I'm not a liner girl, I don't do any of that, so this is really awesome. And then I'm gonna finish off with this Smartie Pants lip gloss from MAC. And then we're gonna add a little bit of my highlighter onto her cheeks. This is definitely like a layered glowy look, so the more highlight the better. So guys, that is the end of this video. This is the final look. I am so happy with it. I don't want to try to mask the features that make me look Asian. I really want to embrace them, and this is exactly what I was trying to do with this tutorial. It was just how to kind of work with what you have, but it was not about trying to look like somebody else. So I really want to kind of drive that message in and let you guys know that you are beautiful just the way you are. It sounds corny, but it's true. I hope that this was a little bit helpful to anyone who has similar features to me. And I also want to thank L'Oreal Paris once again for sponsoring this video. Their mascara is awesome, so especially if you have like short, stubby Asian lashes, I feel like that you should definitely give this a try. But with that being said, I'm gonna go, guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.